It can be summarized very simply to will, skill, and cultural fit. Non-negotiable. Your will is just Olympian. You have a drive to just put a crater in whatever you're working on. A lot of people use the term killer or like hustle, drive, etc. That truly is for us just probably the most important bar. And what that goes to is just the idea of y-intercept versus slope, which I train a lot of our internal people on this subject internally, which is all else equal, we would prefer someone who had a much lower y-intercept with a much higher slope. And because that's like you're making a bet on time with them, that with training and care, they are going to be next level at their job. I'll give a shout out to, I was interviewing for people with 5 to 7 years of design expertise. We ended up bringing a kid named Kyle right out of college, beat out every other candidate hands down. If one were willing to look through the fact that he didn't have precisely the y-intercept of experience, but his slope was incredible. The other things, skill, obviously you could measure for one specific role. And then cultural fit is just the idea that a job is almost like a matchmaking role. A lot of people are really great. They might not necessarily be great for us. And so how do we ensure that puzzle piece fits together based on our cultural values? Because there's no necessarily global maximum. This is the perfect company in everything they do. It's just a variety of local maximums and different flavors. And so that's a very modest one where I'm so honest in final round interviews saying like, hey, here's who we are. Why don't you share a little bit who you are? And let's see if we found a match. So like those three things consistently show up across like every person we bring on.